This is Ever New with Word Inquiry, and I am Tahir. The topic under discussion in plant breeding and genetics is today reproduction. What is reproduction? Reproduction means to produce offspring of same kind. It means it is the multiplication of the living organisms. The multiplication of living organisms is of two types, sexually and asexually. When you say sexually, it means fusion of male and female gametes takes place under this process, but in asexual reproduction, there is no fusion of male and female gametes. Under asexual reproduction, somatogamy is the fusion of cells without nucleus, whereas blastogamy is the formation of plant by budding. Asexual reproduction is of two types, apomixis and vegetative. Vegetative means the part of plant regenerate to produce a new plant. It's also again of two types, natural and artificial. When we say natural vegetative reproductions, the examples are underground stem like corm. This is the vertical underground stem. The example is RV. Then next is tuber, example potato, and next is bulb. Examples are garlic and onion, and next is rhizome, which is horizontal underground stem, and the examples are turmeric and ginger. In case of artificial vegetative propagation, the examples are stem cutting, root cutting, layering, grafting, budding. The examples of stem cuttings are sugarcane, grapes, rose, whereas grafting, under grafting, two plant parts are selected for grafting. One upper portion which is called scion, SCIUN, and the lower portion which is rootstock. These two parts are tightly bind to form new plant. Then next is root cutting. Under root cutting, the examples are sweet potato, citrus is lemon, and then layering, the example motia. Now let us discuss about apomixis. Apo means without and mixis is mixing. It's also the form of asexual reproduction in which the embryo develop without the fusion of the male and female gametes. There are the types of apomixis as follows: parthenogenesis, apogamy, apospory, and then adventive embryo. Let us discuss them one by one. Parthenogenesis, when embryo develop from egg without fertilization. Then apogamy, when embryo develop either from synergids or antipodal cells. Then next is apospory, where vegetative cells of ovules become an embryo, or embryo develop from vegetative cells of an ovule without fusion. Then next is adventive embryo. Here diploid cells of ovule become embryo outside the embryo sac. These are either from nucellus or integuments. This was all about asexual reproduction. Now let us start to know about the sexual reproduction, that what is it. Sexual, as we have already told, that it is the fusion between the male and female gametes to form the new individual. This is also again of two types, autogamy and allogamy. Autogamy, in autogamy, seed developed by self-pollination, where in allogamy, seed developed by cross-pollination. Self-pollination means when male and female sex organs are present on the same flower, whereas allogamy, when male and female sex organs are present on the different flowers. When plant is same but flowers are different, it's called gynogamy. And when flowers are at different plant, it's called allogamy. And then when flower is same and the plant is also same, it is called autogamy. There are some mechanism which promote self-pollination. These are homogamy, bisexually, hermaphrodite flower, chasmogamy, cleistogamy, anthers position. So let us discuss them one by one. First is homogamy. It means anther and stamen mature. Anther is the male part and stamen anther and stigma mature at the same time. Anther, the male part, and stigma, the female part, mature at the same time. When they mature at the same time, they promote self-pollination, which we call as autogamy. Similarly, bisexually, it means male and female organs are present on the same flower. When they are present on the same flower, they also promote self-pollination, which is called autogamy. Similarly, hermaphrodite flower are the flowers having both male and female organ on the same plant or flower. Then cleistogamy, pollination and fertilization occur in unopened flower. And then chasmogamy, for pollination and fertilization occur in the flower after opening. Then anther positions, when style surrounded the anthers, it also promotes self-pollination. So now let us discuss about allogamy. The mechanism that promote are as follows: dichotomy, then dichogamy, then dichogamy, then hercogamy, then heterostyle, and then two self-incompatibility and male sterility. Let us discuss them one by one. First is dichotomy. Dichotomy means unisex, means one sex present on a flower. It's of two types, monoecious and dioecious. In case of monoecious, when inflorescence is same on the same plant, its example is mango. But when inflorescence are different on same plant, means male and female flower are present on the same plant but at different space or place. These are called monoicy. So the example of monoicy when flowers are on different place is maize, but when flowers are present, when both male and female organ or flower are present on the same inflorescence, its example is mango. Then dioicy, it means the male and female floral part are present at different plants. The example is date palm. And next is dichogamy. It means the maturation of anther and carpel is at different type, which also thus promote cross pollination or allogamy. These are again two type, protandry and potogyny. Protandry, anther mature first before pistil, and potogyny, pistil mature first before anther. The example protandry is pearl millet, and the example of protogyny is maize. Then next is heterostyle, when stamen and when style and filament are of different length, then they also promote cross pollination. Example of heterostyle is linseed. Then next is hercogamy. Here there is found some hindrance like physical barrier, I mean a layer found around the anther which do not, then pollen don't germinate or not fertilize the flower. The example is alpha. The next is self-incompatibility and male sterility. Self-incompatibility is the inability of pollen grain to fertilize the flower. There is some classification of self-incompatibility for floral morphology. Then gene inclusion, then site of expression, and the last one is pollen cytology. In case of floral morphology, it may be heteromorphic or homomorphic. When it is heteromorphic, it means it is of two type. It may be distyle or tristyle. It means when style has two types, long and short, and when tristyle, the styles are of three types, long, medium and short. Then homomorphic flower means flowers have no difference in morphology. These are sporophytic and gametophytic difference. Then next is gene inclusion. They are monoallelic, diallelic and polyallelic. Means self-incompatibility is governed by one gene, then monoallelic, diallelic, two genes, and polyallelic when self-incompatibility is controlled by several genes. Then next is site of expression. It is styler than ovarian than stigma. It means the genes are present at style, are present at stigma, are present on ovary. So this is all about self-incompatibility. Last one classification in self-incompatibility is pollen cytology, maybe binucleate or trinucleate. That's mean pollens have 2 nucleus or 3 nucleus. Then last one is male sterility. It means male is non-functional. Male sterility means pollen is non-functional. So this was all about reproduction in plants. Thank you.